I grew up with my dad doing a lot of projects around the house by himself or on his own, and so he always took a big role in crafting the environment that we lived in, and a lot of pride in that process. And so that was something that I think was kind of born into me, and something that I really kind of latched onto as a kid. I liked watching the process and watching him think it through and kind of crafting the solution himself and kind of seeing what would best suit our family.
I have a little bit different of a story. I grew up on construction sites and around family building things, and I always loved seeing how the parts and pieces came together to make a huge either building or a small building, house, anything, just to see that each individual piece and how it all works together to create something that hopefully will be there forever.
The idea to open H+N came about from years of our friendship and our professional careers developing into really wanting to have a heart to serve our community. We met in college, we were both from Conway. We met in college and kind of developed a friendship. And after school, we worked in different firms and worked in firms together, and it was just one of those things where we really we felt it was time to either follow our dream or to not. And so we took the leap, and Conway's been good to us, and I guess the rest is when we were starting the firm, we tried to find a philosophy that we could kind of latch onto and sink our teeth into, and meraki was something that we ran across that really kind of spoke to the heart and soul of what we wanted the firm to be. Meraki is a Greek word that means when you love what you do so much, you actually leave a bit of yourself in every work, in every project that you do. And so that's something that we want to kind of keep on the back burner and always in the back of our hearts and the back of our heads when we're working with clients. Our main goal is to serve our clients well, but we also want to kind of leave a piece of ourselves in the work that we do.
We want to be able to design custom pieces for each, or just something that we know is either personal to the clients, the owners, or to us. But yeah, we really want to emphasize the custom, handmade.
The handmade, and that's something that we've tried to incorporate into our office here. The tables have been handmade by Lucas Strack, and same thing with our reception desk. We actually made it ourselves. And so we want to have like a craftsmanship that we developed not only with the projects that we produce, but actually the working environment that we make, and so kind of create this culture of craftsmanship and going back to the handmade.
I think my favorite part about being an architect is working with a team, and then how we figure out issues and solutions and how everything goes together, just the whole process of working together with different types of people, different personalities, different backgrounds. It's always interesting, and every day is different.
The best part about being the architect, I think, on a day-to-day basis is actually the days where you actually get to sit down and design and sketch and be creative, and also kind of bounce ideas off of a team, consultants and contractors and sub-consultants and things like that. Architecture is such a subjective field. There's a saying that I heard once that if you give 12 doctors the same patient with the same symptoms, they're going to come up with one diagnosis majority of the time. If you give 12 architects the same client with the same needs and the same requirements and requests and program for their project, 12 architects are going to come up with 12 wildly different solutions because it's such a subjective field. What we hope to set apart H+N from other firms is we want to kind of craft a unique experience where we approach it as a team. We don't have huge egos. We don't have an agenda where we have to have this high design or this high style of what we put out. We want to serve our clients well. We want to serve our team well and build a good team around us with consultants and contractors, and kind of pull from the experiences that everybody has.
I think H+N is different in the fact that we both are from Conway. We have grown up in this community. We have kind of seen the evolution of the city itself from when we were in high school. We didn't have a downtown to now it's flourishing. Actually, our office is downtown, so we can walk to lunch and that kind of thing. So I think having that history and background of the area, we have just a little bit different of a perspective than, say, somebody out of Little Rock or out of state or anything like that. Liz and I both have, from the beginning, had a heart for the community and also helping the next generation in our community be exposed to architecture. We love to have interns and just to help get as much people exposure to the process and investing in our community for sure.